Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, July 26th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my evolution revolution is all about the love. All right, so we have more shifty stuff going on today. We have Mercury going retrograde today in the sign of Aries. It's going retrograde at 23 degrees Aries, and it will retrograde back to 19 degrees Aries. And this retrograde will pretty much finish up the year. I think it's like December 29th that it goes direct. So this retrograde for the rest of the year, we will dig into some of the juiciness of it, but truly, if you have anything from 23 to 19 Chiron or just around there, you're going to be feeling this a little bit. I'm pausing because I'm remembering, what was it? I'll have to think about. There's something. Was it the Republican National Committee or was it the Democrat National Committee? Is like a 23 degree Chiron, and I was like, oh, it's in its Chiron return. Interesting. I think it's Democrat. I think. Anyway, but let's look at some of this other astro that's feeding in before we dig into this Chiron retrograde. We have some interesting energies for our first evolution of Sun in Leo. And as I was looking at it, I was like, wow. The universe really wants us to release what we've been holding on to, what we've been pretending is love or built from love or has some love or whatever. There's some karmic lessons right now helping us release that which is not love, that which cannot move forward with us on this path of love. So let me tell you these astro energies that we're working with today that's helping us with this. We have Venus and Saturn in an inconjunct. And inconjuncts are interesting because it's like they're not seeing eye to eye. They don't know how to work together. It's Venus in Leo and Saturn in Pisces. And both Venus in Leo and Saturn in Pisces have distinct understandings of like love and union and all of that, but they're different. And Saturn in Pisces definitely has a more cosmic, a more esoteric understanding of love and the unfolding of love, whereas Venus in Leo might be a little bit more romantic and dramatic in its desire for love. And so as these energies are coming together in this inconjunct where they're like, I don't know, can my romantic love align with this more cosmic, esoteric, karmic lesson stuff? And the universe is like, yes, we can find a way for these to work together, but we have to suss out where we're pretending things are loving or made from love. I don't have a good example besides the government right now, everything, because that's so in my face. But there's so many things that we can pretend are love that are not loving. And I think that's part of the lesson of the energy today. And I think it's going to be a really individual thing. And I have to say that shortly before recording this, one of my friends called me crying because the universe is putting her through this. In this card, I pulled her this card. And I think that this is kind of universal for us. And so you may find yourself triggered in this evolution revolution energy, but what is not of love that needs to bubble up and be released for you? Now, there's also some interesting ahas. I mentioned our yachtiness yesterday that we had with focused on Mercury with Pluto and Neptune and the moon feeding in. Today, Mercury and Pluto make this exact inconjunct point. Mercury now in Virgo, Pluto in Aquarius. And again, this is interesting because we have this daydream. We all have a vision, somewhat, of a utopia, of a better Earth experience. Not like this, right? Not like reality. Mercury and Virgo, we're looking at reality. We're like, it's not like this. And yet I do believe there's that essence that heaven on earth can be achieved at any given moment, depending on how we vibrate, how we look at things. And I think this inconjunct is like, how are we meant to be in a dumpster fire and be able to envision or even vibrationally experience the heaven on earth energy? And again, it feels like releasing outside projections, releasing that fake so that we can, it's so weird to try to put into words all these feelings, but so that we can create better. So basically what I feel like is like this false, the politics, the fake places, these fake loves, these fake things that are not important, that are not love's essence, are coming up to be released. So if you're being faced with releasing things right now, lean in and see if the universe is like, hey, you're deserving of love. And while this may have looked like love, maybe this was love at one point, it's not acting as that right now. Can you release it for these other possibilities? This is the no-thingness card, which is a place of pure potentiality, can come in. Now, is this all going to happen today? No. There is greater unfolding and unwinding. But do notice what is coming up for you now. What is being triggered for you now? Because these are things that are bubbling up that cannot move with us forward towards this dream. It's also interesting that I have the participation card. I call the participation card the body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. And I believe that this is how we're being called to move forward in our own holiness, loving our body, loving our mind, loving our heart, loving our soul, loving our spirit, loving all these parts, and moving forward together with them. And again, where you may hate on yourself, probably because of outside projections that you've picked up over time, there is healing potential in this energy. So now let's dig into Chiron retrograde. Chiron in Aries. Chiron in Aries is helping us reveal our true selves and hopefully love that true self all the more. Today, we also have the moon in Aries helping to uncover any places this is hidden. The moon is also connecting to Chiron today, like later in the evening. But the moon is also showing us, like, these are some of those hidden pieces that you haven't been ready to embrace yet, because maybe they don't fit in with those world masks. I do think that this Chiron retrograde is going to be powerful, especially as we move closer to eclipse season. We're moving closer to our next eclipse season. We're, just about a month and a half out from it. How crazy is that? So we're moving, maybe a little bit more than that, but not much. We're moving closer to this eclipse season energy. And I think these eclipse energies that are going to be coming in are going to be helping to strip off some of these, again, masked layers, not true layers. Any retrograde is a call to look within. Now, in this world, we're so lucky to have so many mirrors, always mirroring what we need. But when things are coming up, especially during this Chiron retrograde, see if you can look within and see what your lesson, as we got the thumbs up again. It's the magical thumbs up. I feel like it's when I click this. No? Because I feel like last time I clicked my little thing and I got the thumbs up. Whatever. Technology. It's the alien. The alien's doing it behind me. So I keep clicking it because I want to see if I can get a thumbs up again. Anyway, I need validation, universe. During this Chiron retrograde, for the rest of the year, essentially, if you can notice when the things are coming up, instead of pointing the finger, instead of trying to be the world is a dumpster fire, this, because those things are valid, those things are real, it's hard, it's a lot right now, right? But if we can look within, tune within, I think that there is so much healing that can happen during this Chiron retrograde. And remember, that's what it's for. It's to tune in. It's to review. It's not to punish you. It's not to make things harder. It shouldn't be harder if you're paying attention. Look within, because you are the solution. We are all the solution to the dumpster fire. So, what a day. I guess I should mention that we do have a lovely connection between the moon and Venus. And I think at some point we might be feeling ourselves. And that's the essence that we want to like take a bottle and like put it in there and shake all over ourselves when stuff gets hard. So keep that in mind, that there's some good, there's some happiness even amongst the challenges right now. So that's it for today. Good luck in this. It's our first evolution. Things might get a little triggery, like I said. But besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. Truly, even through these challenges, things are getting better even as the stuff is coming up to the surface. It's no longer hiding, and it's hard to face, but when we face it, things are getting better. So the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are. For you and me, we are the solution. Namaste.